Hey, what's going on, guys? Out here at Cranes Roost Park in North Orlando. I'm just hanging out today, not doing too much. Check out the lake here. Nice, relaxing place. So I've heard a few things from you guys in the comments, and let me read some off here. I got I don't know if he's a new subscriber, but first time I think he has commented on the videos and practical weight loss with Bill. I love your channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Tried to get some information out to you guys and show you guys how I'm making money on the options. Also, Steven Saxon and Georgia Hillbilly Ranch. You guys are great. Thanks for the feedback on the length of my videos. I'm glad you like them a little bit longer, 15 minutes or longer. I'll see what I can do, but editing and making these videos, it takes a little bit of time, so I try to keep them different lengths for different people. Some people have an attention span of 2-3 minutes, so I gotta keep them at different lengths. But out here today, oh, this is nice right here. Got all the trees, beautiful. Not as beautiful as the cruise, but close by the house, this is nice. So went over a few things with the comments, people messaging me. I appreciate that again. And we had a pretty crazy week. The S&P 500 was up in 1 week or 5 days, up 2.43%. And when the average is 8 to 10% annually a year, that's a huge week, 2.43%. So that was kind of nice for my 401k, which I can't really mess with yet, but when the time comes, it's growing pretty well. And also the Carnival Cruise Lines that I sell the options with also was down, but it was in my favor. So it was down 2.41% for the week. So that put me in a position a lot better than I was, because I was in the money on some of the options. So that was good for me. Went down a little bit. So I'll show you in a little bit, but I had an opportunity where I had to sell some options. Usually I wait till next week, but you'll see later on in the video what I did this past Friday. And just so you guys know, today is August 9th, so we're getting into the month a little bit. So I had to sell the options or roll the options because it was at a point where it was near my strike price and I was making good money. So I did those, but I have some more options to sell that I will take the video next week, so I'll get to those. But I just wanted to show you guys that sale that I made on Friday. So I video recorded that, so I'm going to show you that now, and then later on in the video I'm going to show you I think it was Steven Saxon, or maybe Hillbilly, let me see here, messaged me, and I guess last video I said I was on track to make 20,000 for the year. So that's more than I've made ever in a year before. Last year was just over like 13,000, which I'll show you later. But he was saying at 6 months, I guess I made a video and I was saying that I was at like just over 9,000 at the 6 month mark for this year. So I'm looking to do hopefully more, but 20,000 in profits just from selling the options this year. So hopefully I'll do that or more, and we'll see. So I'll show you later on in the video my book where I write everything down. I write every option that I sell, how much I made, and you'll see exactly where I'm at for the year. So I'm going to show you that at the end of the video. And right now I'm going to go to the sale I made on Friday that I just couldn't pass up. I couldn't wait till next week because Monday might come, and especially with Carnival Cruise Lines, or I follow that because I sell the options on it. So it'll go down a good bit, but it'll pop right back up, and vice versa. This was a down week, I'm thinking, because it's earnings seasons on the tech stocks, and a lot of people are moving their money into the tech stocks, and they'll end up moving them back after earnings season is over in the tech category. But you can see that's why the S&P 500, I think, was up so much this week. I mean, 2.43% in 5 days. I'm thinking the S&P was up because people are putting their money in tech, and because tech is doing really good right now on their earnings, so they put it in there and try to make some money, and then they'll move it around. But there's 68 tech stocks in the S&P 500. So I mean, out of 568 tech stocks, so that'll definitely move the S&P if they have good earnings. So I think that's what's happening there. So let's get to the video right now of me rolling the options on Friday, and see how much I made, which was a good bit. I was very happy. That's why I did it at that time. And I'll show you that. And if you're liking the video, please, if you would, helps me out a lot, helps the algorithm and all that stuff out. Please subscribe, like the video, and all right, let's get to my sale on Friday, and then later on I'll show you my book, and I'll show you where I'm at for the year. All right. Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, it's August 8th right now. It's Friday. Normally I wait till next Tuesday, normally around that time, maybe Monday, sometimes Wednesday. But Carnival, who I sell the options with, is down a little bit today, and it's almost right at the money. It's been down a little bit the past couple of days, so it's almost right at the money, which my strike price is $28.50. So it's around $28.70. What is it? It is $28.67. So down 34 cents today. So it's right at the money. At the money meaning at the money is right at your strike price. So when you're in the money, you would be on the calls, it would be above your strike price. On the puts, in the money would be below your strike price. So what that means, in the money, what it means is, if it's in the money, somebody can exercise the option, and on the puts you would have to buy the stock. On the calls you would have to sell your shares. So so right now is a great time to make great premium on these options. So I think I'm going to do it today on some of them, and I'm going to save the other options for probably Tuesday, give or take a day. We'll see how the market works. I have the puts I'm going to be rolling today. It's a little bit earlier than I like, but you got to do it when the time is right, when you can make the most money. So, and then I'll save the calls, which I have 27.50s. I'm going to save those for next week, see if it goes down a little bit more and gets closer to my strike price. If I could make good money on all the options, that would be amazing. All right, so let's get into it here. I'll show you guys, and then I also have these 33 calls, which as you've seen the past few videos, I've been just making a little bit of money on those. I know it wouldn't reach $33 anytime soon, so just squeezing some money out of those. So if you look here, they expire today, August 8th. So I'm going to let those expire because I can't make any money right now on those, not that much anyway, a few cents. So I'm going to let those expire. So the expiration date is today, August 8th. So what will happen was when the market closes at 4 o'clock, those options, I've got 10 call options out. So that's in control of 1,000 shares. So I'll just let them expire, and I've been making money on them the past few weeks. I'll let them expire, and I'll just keep my shares. That's all that happens, is you just keep the shares that you have, that you're putting the options out on. you just keep the shares and nothing happens. It just ends. So, and then you can put options out on them if you want later on. So, all right, let's get to these puts real quick. I got these 28.50, right? Those are the that's the strike price. And look at Carnival. It's at 28.66, so it's only 16 cents above my strike price, which I'll get really good money on these. So what I'm going to do is go here. I'm going to roll the position just like always and see how much I can make here. So all right, see, I'll looking like I'll get 26 cents. 26 cents, so that would be $520. 520 bucks. So let's I'll go over this with you. So I'm going to buy to close. I'm going to buy the options back that I have out, 20 of them. Those are, expiration is the 15th of August and the strike price is 28.50. They're puts. So I'm going to roll those to the next week, August 22nd. So sell to open, that's the STO. So I'm gonna buy them back and put them out for another week. So I make money, this 26 cents on the week's worth of time. All right, so let's see if I can make this $520 right here. Let me review the order. This just goes over what I just went with you. And let's see if this goes through, if I can make 520 bucks right now. So I'll place the order. And boom, looks like it went through. And let me check the order status here. Make sure they all went through. So it shows filled at 26 cents. And I'm gonna check the date on these. So these 20 right here, they all went through. So you can see the date here, August 22nd. So what was that? 5 minutes? You know, I've been doing this video for 5 minutes. It took me like a couple minutes to make $520. Do this. Do this. Trust me. You're going to start off slow. You're going to have to save money. You're going to have to save the capital. You'll make money. It'll be a little bit, but it'll build. It'll be like a snowball going down a hill. Just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And before long, you know, a few years down the road, you'll have more money and you'll be able to make more money. You know, so it's great, man. I mean, this is the easiest money I've ever made. So it's consistent. Just watch my videos. I've been doing this for probably 4 months now. Go back, watch the videos, and you will see it's easy money. It's every week. My regular subscribers, they know, they see it every single week. I'm making this money. So if you haven't subscribed, please do it and watch these videos, learn this. Like when I just started, I was making what, $20 a week. And I was happy with that, no problem. That was great. I was making money. I was working, you know. And then it got to, you know, $100, $200. I remember making $250 a week consistently, and I was so happy. That's $1,000 a month. So just, you got to start somewhere. Start the process, and you know, learn the trends of whatever stock you're selling these options on, and you'll know what the stock is going to do kind of before it does it. After a while, you learn the trends. So keep making that money, and let's get back to the weekend video. I had to cut in here because I had to make this money. It was just too perfect of a position to pass up. So 520 bucks, I'm happy with that. Next week, you'll see that I'll sell the call options, and if it goes down, I'll make great money on that too. So keep watching the videos, keep watching the money I'm making, learn the process. Let's all make some money. All right, back to the weekend video. All right, just get back to the house here. So in the comments on one of the past videos, GA Hullbilly Ranch, he was commenting about how much I've made this year, and was saying at 6 months I did just around 9,000 for the year so far. So the goal so far, well, this year is 20,000. That's what I want to get to, or more, you know, hopefully more, but we'll see. So I just want to show you, I write everything down. So let me show you here. I write all my sales down. So I've got all these, I've been, you know, got tons and tons and tons of sales that I've done over the years. As you can see, like I write every one of them down just to add them up. And see, this is 2023. Been doing this for a little while. And if you look at, like, that's when I was doing all different ones. TQQQ, I was doing Carnival back then. I was doing Ford. I was doing all different ones, but Royal Caribbean. Yeah, a lot of different stocks. I've just gotten the habit of selling the options with Carnival because it's worked really well for me. So I just like the way it moves and the money I can make, and I know where it's going. Well, I think I know where it's going, but I pretty much know where it's going. I know where it was, and like I've said in past videos, it's dropped back because of COVID, and then they had to borrow money, and they're paying back the money, so it's going up, and they're not even paying a dividend yet. So when that hits, at some point it will, and stock will go up from there. So that's why I use Carnival. It's worked out well, so why change it? I'll show you guys here. Full Bully was saying about the 6-month mark. So right here is the 6-month mark. At 6 months this year, I made $9,114. So that's what I made at the 6-month mark. Last year total, my total for last year was $13,063. So $13,063 for last year total. So this year, let me see here, I'm at, right now for this year, I'm at $13,222. That was as of Friday, the sale on Friday. And I'm going to sell 10 more options that I've got the calls. So come Monday, Tuesday, if the stock drops, it'll bring me closer to my strike price of $27.50. I'm hoping it goes to a point where I can raise that strike price and 50 cents and either not have to pay anything or maybe pay a couple cents, but I'd like to make some money and also move the strike price up 50 cents. So we'll see what happens, but come Monday or Tuesday. But that's the goal. Made really good money, as you saw in the video on Friday, $520 selling those 20 put options. I'll sell the 10 calls next week. I'll make a video on that. And the goal for the year, $20,000 or more. So I'd love to get to that point. I think it's very achievable. Depending on the earnings with Carnival, usually I can make really good money. As you saw in my past videos, I made like $1,400, $1,500 in 1 week selling the options on Carnival. So works out really well. So, I mean, keep watching the videos, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep watching over the years. I really want to add up all the different years, and I want to make $1 million selling. Long-term plan is to make $1 million selling these options, and it's fun to have you guys watching and commenting. And it's like, you know, before I made this channel, I would talk to people about options. No one knew about options. No, there's a very small percentage of us. So I talked to people and no one knew about it. So there was really no one to talk to about selling options, you know, because there's not many people out there. So this is kind of cool because the more people that subscribe and comment, and it's just more fun. It makes it more fun to talk to people that are into the same thing. So thank you guys for subscribing, and on to the next video. Come around, probably around Tuesday, like I normally sell them. So I'll see you guys next week, and we'll see how much I can make next week. I'll only be selling the 10 call options. So I already sold the 20, so that's all this week's profit. So we'll see how much I can make on the 10 call options, and we'll see what happens next week, and we'll see what the market does. So you guys have a great week, and I wish all of you the best in your option selling, making lots of money, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, have a great day.